Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the importance of starting your business off the right way, and we're going to be talking about using the advanced package and the $250 Global Ambassadors monthly subscription. Now remember, this is revenue shared squared. We're going to paint a roadmap for you to your first $100,000 in the revenue shared squared formula. Now when talking with people over the last 20 some odd years, the first thing everybody's usually wanting to know is how long does it take to recoup my cash outlay? Second is, how long is it going to take, let's say, for me to earn $10,000? And then most importantly, I found out the magic number for most people, if you don't talk about compensation plan and you don't talk about the company and you just simply ask a person about their freedom, hey, how much money would you like to earn in a home-based business if you're the boss and you could call your own hours, you could become aggressive, you could take off for a month, you get to have your freedom, what kind of number comes to mind that would keep you happy? And I found out over the years, most people say if they could earn $100,000, they'd be incredibly happy. And we're going to show people just how simple that is in revenue shared squared and the power of BTG180 uniting 100 countries to combat the insanity of having 150 million orphan kids in the world, and 15 million of them are dying every year. Getting started, well, once again, if you take the advanced package, you're going to take advantage of maximizing the coding structure, and you get to earn 100% matching bonus on your first 3 people in their elite expansion team income, and we'll talk about that. $250 Global Ambassador subscription allows you to maximize the monthly residual payout. So we've got a combined $27.50. Now remember, you can start earning income within 24 hours, and so some people can go right out, in essence, do incredible things in a short period of time. But let's talk specifically how this is going to work. Now, a quick recap, just so we're all on the same page in case you missed all of our other videos about how this works. The first 3 people are our mentor team, right? Those are the first 3 people we sponsor. Because you've taken the advanced package, you're going to earn 100% matching mentor bonus. Not up to, but you'll be at the 100% mentor matching bonus day 1. And then anybody from the 4th person, which is Sue here, on is your elite expansion team. And for illustration purposes only, we're going to use 6 people in the, I call it the EE team, right? The elite expansion team. You could have just Sue, and you'd be qualified to make all kinds of money. Or you could have, the 6 people as we're using for this illustration, or you could have 60 people. It doesn't really matter, but for illustration purposes only, we're just going to use 6. I think that's a good number for a leader to start with. Now, to recoup your cash outlay, it's just your first 5 business in the box, because the first 3 people on your mentor team is 15% of the order, which is $375. You multiply that 3, you get $1125. The next 2 people, though, is at 35%. So that's why, sometimes people want to do more than just the bare minimum, because that's a lot of cash, because it's $875 for everybody you're putting in the system as an enroller bonus in the elite expansion team. So obviously 2 people here, that's $1750. You combine that up, that's $2875. Obviously your out of pocket was $2750, so you've net $125. But another very important thing happened here, and we're not going to talk about the residual income, we'll just mention this. You've already got now 4 people, right? Because if they've done what you've done on the Global Ambassador subscription, you don't have to pay that anymore. So once again, that's going to save you a couple $1,000s a year, right? That's another added perk to our program. So now you're kind of playing with house money. Everything you're going to do now is going to turn a profit, right? You've recouped your cash outlay, and you got no more reoccurring. So as we're building our team, remember, the first 3 people in the enroller bonuses at 15% was $1125. Now remember, it was $875 a person thereafter at the 35%. So 6 people there, comes out to be $5,250. You put those 2 together, you got $63.75. Now remember, this is gross, but I want you to remember this because we're going to talk about this, how you combine it with the elite expansion bonuses on the next page. So here we have the normal equation of how this business works. Jane's first goal was to establish her mentor team of John, Mary, and Bob. Then she got Sue. Put that down below them. Remember, we only build 2 teams. And then Sue wants to go to work, right? Sue wants to be supported, so Jane works with Sue. When she puts her mentor team together, each person that's going to come from Sue on for Jane is 20% coding money, and 20% of $2,500 is $500 a person. You got 3 of them, that's $1,500. But it's the first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3. And now remember, we have 6 people in our elite expansion team, right? We're only talking about Sue, so it could be spread out over all 6, but I'm just doing one person to keep it simple. So we've got 15 people who purchased a business in the box at the advanced package. 20% times that number is 7,500. But remember, we had 6,375 from our own effort for a combined 13,875. So if you take our out-of-pocket out of that, we've netted $11,125, giving us over $10,000. And this can happen in a very short period of time for people who are very serious about their business and helping kids in need. So supporting your team, once again, if we focus just on our mentor team and we help them grow their teams, right? We got 40 people total on their team. Each of the mentor teams have to get 3. Their 4th person on starts their elite expansion bonus. That's 31 people in the elite expansion team of your mentor team. Brings $15,500 to the table to Jane in this equation. Then we have our 6 elite expansion team members of our own, or I should say in Jane's own. So what we have there is we're just going to take 9 mentor teams per person. Now it doesn't have to be exact. There's no balancing here. Sue could have 1, Pat could have 30. It's just using simple math, so there's no confusion. Obviously there's 3 people per mentor team, so each of them have 27 people on their teams. You know, for this illustration, it comes out to be 54. However you want to slice it up, it could be just 2 people, Sue and Pat, you don't have the other 4, or it could be spread out over a dozen people. If there's 54 mentor teams, it's 162 people. The elite expansion team bonus is 20% of all the orders. It's $81,000. And remember, this is daily pay, so you don't have to wait long term to see this income. As soon as the money clears, it's available the next day. For withdrawal, out of pocket is $27.50. We're just recapping now. Enroller bonus on the first 3 was 15% of $11.25. The next 6 was at 35%, was $52.50, and that was the core people we were going to work with. The mentor matching bonus on our first 3, having 31 people in their elite expansion team, was $15,500. On our own personal elite expansion team from Sue through Joan, it was 162 people that belonged in their coding structure of the first 3 of the first 3. You add that all up, it's 102,875. It's only 211 affiliates with everything included. That nets over $100,000. And this does not include the residual income from the bonus pools that we've structured on the back end. So that's just an added perk. It can be a very big added perk, but we want to paint a roadmap for you of how quickly someone can get to $100,000. And I think it's incredibly important to give people direction, give people structure, give people training so they don't stumble forward. And so that's what the purpose of this video was to do. So remember, in BTG180, we're turning lives around. The first life we want to turn around, and if you were this person, this equation, I think you'd be well on your way to being an incredibly happy person. And of course, then your focus would shift eventually to the greater cause of the program, which is helping kids all over the world, which is obviously what we're trying to accomplish here, is make very strong, financially independent affiliates who could go ahead and tackle the global problem. So remember, in this equation, the speed of the leader is the speed of the team, and we allow that leader to start earning income within 24 hours. Hey, this is JR saying thanks for paying attention. As always, I wish you all the success in the world. Once again, thanks for watching, and God bless.